This is Sweet June 2010. How's everybody doing? Got another interesting video. At least I like to think it is anyway. um, in light of all the videos on here, in light of all the black women bashing videos, the many black women bashing videos that black men have here on YouTube. I don't know what the percentages of black men that hate black women, that don't want nothing to do with black women, that hate black women, versus the black men that still love us and support us and all that. I don't know what the percentages are on that. All I know is that there's a lot of black men on YouTube that really seems to be bashing black women. And when I look at out in the world, I look at how black women are always being abandoned, by black men in alarming numbers, and mistreated in alarming numbers. There's still black men out there that are marrying black women, and they're good relationships between black men and black women, but they're few and far between, unfortunately. The consensus here on YouTube seems like there's quite a few black men that have a lot of disdain for black women. And with that being said, with all the and I've seen some of the videos. A lot of times I watch videos for research. Sometimes I like to get I get topic ideas from my videos and research, and try to figure out how much this is going on and stuff like that. And sometimes I just study other people's channels and things like that. And I watch for entertainment purposes, but I also watch for those purposes as well. And there is quite a few black men on YouTube. I don't know how many. It's probably in the hundreds. I don't know. Could be in the thousands. Quite a few black men that's coming on YouTube, and they're just bashing black women at every chance that they get. And I'm not mentioning any names. They know who they are. But there's some main ones out there. It just seems like a lot of black men have a lot of hatred towards black women. And I do think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that they've had bad experiences with some black women, and they choose to blame all black women for it, or they've had a bad relationship with their mom, or black women growing up, or whatever, and they choose to blame the whole race of black women, which doesn't make any sense. It's ignorant. But that's not what my video is going to be about. Which makes me come to the conclusion, and then, like I said, I look out in the community and I see all the single black mothers out there raising kids by themselves, and how black men have somehow abandoned them, including myself. So with that being said, I'm gonna that raises a question in my mind. I see that there's an increase of interracial relationships between black women and white men. I still don't think it's as many as black men with white women, but I think the numbers are slowly increasing with black women with white men. And so that brings me to the question: are black men pushing black women to white men? You know, are black men making good black women go to white men? Because here's the thing, you know, when they come on there and they talk about black women doing this, black women doing that, black women being ratchet, and all this type of stuff, they're only talking about a certain demographic of black women. They're only talking about a certain percentage of black women. That percentage of black women that they're talking about is not representative of the whole black female race. You have a lot of good black women out here that's college educated, that they're good women, they have good morals and they have good character, good personalities, and they don't fit into the categories of the type of women that these guys talk about, the type of black women that these guys talk about in their videos. They don't fit in that category. And so a lot of women, I read, and I also read a lot of blogs on Facebook and everything like that, and on YouTube. And there's black women that come on YouTube. There is a certain percentage of black women that come on YouTube and they talk about why they're with white men, why other black women should follow suit and go be with white men. And some of the reasons that they state is that they state the fact that black men bash all of us. They put all of us in the same box. Makes no difference, you know, what kind of personality or what kind of characteristics you might have as an individual black woman. They're going to lump you in the same box as Jaquita Ratchet over here, you know, and you might not even fit any of those characteristics, but they're putting you in the same box with Jaquita, the hood rat or the ratchet. Okay, so that's the problem, and their main argument is that black men don't value us. They have no respect for us. They don't love us, and you know, I'm getting tired of, and I've actually heard some of the black women say that they're getting tired of being lumped into the box with the ratchets or whatever that black women that you're talking about in your videos, that they're getting tired of being lumped in with those black women. And then they see how black men in alarming numbers are abandoning black women, and they're seeing how black men are publicly, because when you come on YouTube and you do bashing videos about someone, you're publicly bashing them, because there's going to be millions, maybe thousands, or maybe millions of people that might look at those videos. And you got some brothers on here, they have a large following. They have thousands, and they get thousands and thousands and thousands of hits, because in their whole MO is about them bashing black women. And so you're basically, when you're coming on YouTube and you're doing that, you're publicly bashing all black women. And so their main argument is that they're getting tired of that. They're getting tired of being lumped in to the category with these other black women that are ratchets or whatever. Because that's only a certain percentage of black women. That's not representative of the whole black female race. And the thing is that they put, it's like I talked about in one of my other videos, they'll throw a stat out there because they've been hurt by a few black women. And then they'll just, because they're bitter and they're angry, they just throw a stat out there based on their emotions. Well, 95% of black women are, you know, well, that doesn't make any sense. You're throwing a stat out there based on your emotions. That statistic is not based on any facts, any concrete facts. You're throwing that statistic out there based on your emotions. So a lot of these black women are saying they're getting sick and tired of being lumped into this box. They're getting sick and tired of black men that don't have, and some of them say, well, black men don't have their stuff together. Black men are, leaving black women and all this kind of stuff, and that's their main arguments, and they're to use as a reasoning for them going to white men, and they're encouraging other black women to follow suit and do the same. Because here's the thing, good black women are getting tired of coming on YouTube or reading blogs and hearing black men saying all these negative things, and not to mention that black men are the only race of men that degrade and like they degrade their own women in their music. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Black men are the only race of men that degrade their own women in their music. You don't see white men doing that. White men don't even hard rock, hard metal rock. You take a hard, they got acid rock and they got like hard metal rock music, which is predominantly performed by white males. You don't even see them bashing white women in that music. You really don't see it. And if they're talking about a woman being bad, they're talking about one Pacific woman. They're not talking about the whole race. And so black men are the only race of men that disrespect and bash and humiliate their women in their music. So we're the only race of women that's bashed and humiliated in the music. So a lot of black women are looking at those things, and they're looking at those factors, and they look at the fact that a large percentage of black men. Now, I'm not bashing, don't get me wrong, but I got to keep it real. But there's a large percentage of black men that have children by other women, and most oftentimes multiple women, and they walk away, and then they don't support the kids, and they blame the woman for getting pregnant, and then when she files child support, they get pissed off because she files child support, because they don't want to support the child. And a new going trend is that they're just knocking the women off. They're getting the women pregnant and they're knocking them off. That seems to be a going trend. I talked about it in one of my other videos. So a lot of those sisters, good sisters, are tired. They're tired, and they're running out of patience. With these, and they're looking at all those factors. Black men in alarming numbers are walking away from their kids. They're walking away from their responsibilities. And not to mention, me personally, I get upset at the fact that black men, a lot of black men on YouTube, blame black women for what's going on in the black communities. Like, they think that black women have single-handedly destroyed the black community. And I've argued in some of my other videos that no, the God created man to be the head of the woman. So it really falls back on the black man. But you let them tell it. Everything that's wrong in the black community is the black woman's fault. And they refuse to take responsibility. So a lot of black women are looking at that, and they're looking at that as well. And they're just like, I'm done with. Some of them are like, I'm done with black men. And there is an increasing amount of black women that are going to white men. Because they're just getting tired of waiting on the right black man to come along, and they're tired of all the hatred that black men have towards black women, and I think it is increasing because of that. Because you do have a lot of black women on YouTube that talk about that. Because good black women are, the thing is that good black women are getting tired of being lumped, and I'm included in that. I know I'm a good woman, and I get tired of being lumped into the same category as Jaquita Ratchet over here. You know, I'm a good black woman, and there is a lot of good black women out here, and we're really getting tired of being lumped into the same box, because we have to worry about society. Society does that. Society stereotypes black women. Society puts us all in the same box. It's bad enough that society does it, and then our own race of men follow suit and does it on top of that. That just adds insult to injury. And particularly if you know you're a good black woman and everything, and then you have to hear these guys lumping you in with the rest of them. Well, a lot of black women are getting tired of that, and they're saying, "Forget, I'm done with black men." I've seen videos on here. I've read in blogs where black women have said, "I'm done with black men. I don't deal with black men anymore. I strictly go with white guys, and I'm just done." And they've reached the end of their rope, and they're literally done with black men because of that. And the main reason is because of black men stereotype black women, and put all black women in the same box, just like society does. Well, good black women are getting tired of that, and including myself. You know, and so when if she meets a nice white guy that's willing to see her for who she is, you know, I'm not saying all white guys fit that category, but if the white guy sees her for who she is and looks at her as the person that she is or whatever, then they're gonna go with it. Let me know in the comments section, sisters, if you're watching my video, let me know in the comments section what you think. Do you think that black men are pushing black women to white men? I want to know what your opinion is. Sisters, do you think that that's the case? And brothers, if you're going to comment, be respectful, be mature, be respectful. You can disagree. It's okay to disagree, but do it with respect. Don't be disrespectful. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section about it. But I think that in a sense, you know, they are, because black women are getting tired. Good black women are getting tired of being lumped into the same box as the ratchets. Okay, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe to my channel. This is Sweet June 2010.